lyrics at? How have I not really dug into these lyrics? Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Wanted to check out one of the very few Blackpink songs I haven't gotten to yet, called Hope Not, from the Kill This Love album. Let's check it out.
시원한 바람 부는 창가에 앉아 먼 하늘 바라보며 너를 그려 난
Nice sound.
어쩔 수 없는 난 바보인가 봐
He's just singing the melody.
사계절이 바뀌어도 변하지 않아
Even when the four seasons change, I know.
후회는 소용없다 해도 난 너를 되게 생각해 아무 일도 없는 것처럼 웃어줄게 널 만나면 for you 난 아파도 좋아 함께하는 동안 너에게 상처만 남겨준다니까 But you 네가 원한 사람 나보다 난 사람 만나 행복해 날 잊을 만큼만은 아니길 저 고요한 달빛에 잠 못 드는 밤
I think this is the slowest song that Blackpink have ever done, but it's, it's very atmospheric, emotional. It's got a nice rhythm, even though albeit very slow. It's memorable. The lines have the lyrics have, something to them where they're poignant. Lisa singing, and they all have, powerful vocals.
아무리 기다려도 넌 오지
I love that humming. Like, I'm not gonna try to do it, but the da-da-da-da-da, you know what I'm talking about, how they're humming together. It's nice.
이런 날 내 옆엔 초라한 빈자리 하나 난 더 이상 혼자가 낯설지 않아 후회한들 소용없다 해도 난 너를 되게 생각해 아무 일도 없는 것처럼 웃어줄게 널 만나면 for you 난 아파
Do you guys that don't speak Korean ever look at because obviously the writing in Korean is like, to me it looks like hieroglyphics. It's like their pictures. It's so foreign to, like, the romantic languages that evolved, from like the Indo-European, Proto-Indo-European, to the, like romantic languages from Latin to Spanish to Italian to and English is a Germanic language, but borrowed a lot from those, a lot of mixing with those languages. Um, but do you ever just notice, like, follow the spelling, how it's, how it sounds in like English or whatever Spanish that uses this kind of alphabet? Um, that follow look at how it's pronounced, because you can kind of learn some Korean doing that if you follow along. So that's cool. Sometimes I hadn't done that before, but when you do that, the second line there in the middle, the Korean, like English spelling Korean, how it sounds, it's cool to follow it sometimes.
도 좋아 함께하는 동안 너에게 상처만 남겨준다니까 But you 네가 원한 사람 나보다 난 사람 만나 행복해 날 잊을 만큼만은 아니길 Yeah 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 yeah
Is this a song that in the Light Up the Sky documentary, Rose was like by herself in the studio, like playing the guitar to this? I think that's the song.
yeah, yeah, 여전히 이곳에서 널 잊지 못해 난 아파도 돼 함께하는 동안 너에게 상처
And this is on the Kill This Love album, and I have that. Have I not listened to it? I probably have a long time ago, and I don't know. I didn't think I listened to it, and I didn't notice it at first, but I guess I maybe heard it before and forgot. I don't know. Either way, it's as usual, it's good. Again, I think by far the slowest Blackpink song, because even Stay, which was the beautiful, beautiful song, a favorite for me. Even that, has raps in it, has instruments, has sort of upbeat parts to it. So it's not this slow. Maybe the last song on the album, I can't remember the name. It's really good. Uh Maybe that song is kind of that slow. Not this slow though, but this nice. They can do a lot.
네가 원한 사람 나보다 난 사람 만나 행복해 널 잊을 만큼만은 되길
Nice. So when I listened to the fan-made remix song 1-2, which is great, check it out. I noticed that parts of the song were taken from this song, You Never Know, and I've heard the song before, obviously, but I realized I hadn't really paid attention to the lyrics, and it's got some good lyrics. So I wanted to pay attention to the lyrics. So You Never Know, color coded lyrics.
서서 활짝 웃었던 날에 밤은 왜 더 어둘까 It keeps bringing me down 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 모두 너무 쉽게
Beautiful.
내뱉던 말 아마 들리겠지 뭐지않아 I've heard enough I've heard enough of the things that I'm not 세상이 바뀌어가도 아직 나는 그대로인걸 내가 걸어가
So even though the world is changing, I'm the same, just as I dreamed of walking this path, right that time, right that time.
네 길을 꿈꾸던 그때 그대로
Where I dance every day, I remain where I was at the beginning. I have to think about what that means. I'm the same at my core as I always was. The place, I don't know what she means physically or metaphorically or mentally, I guess mentally where she was before in some ways. Although people change, obviously. I have to think about that.
매일을 춤추던 저 그 자리에 남아있는 걸 But you never know unless you walk in my shoes You never know
So powerful.
버린 내 끈 Cause everybody sees what they wanna see It's easier to judge me than to believe 깊이 숨겼던 낡은 생각들 가끔 나를 자꾸 괴롭히지만 그럴수록 I'ma shine babe You know they ain't gonna shine on me Sunday night I've been swallowed by my bed I've been all over my head Wondering if I gotta try and pretend 나도 잘 모르는 날 누가 알아주길 기대하는 내 모습이 차지가 두려워
What'd she say?
주길 기대하는
I don't know myself well. I'm afraid I'll find myself expecting someone to recognize me. I think that's kind of referring to how sometimes you feel like you don't know yourself and you're afraid somebody um, will try to recognize who you are, but you don't even really know who you are that well because you haven't really examined your own motivations and etc. enough. Um, we could probably all kind of relate to that if you know what I'm talking about. It's like you haven't taken enough time to get to know yourself, your strengths and weaknesses, and what you're capable of, what your real motivations are, what your real loves are. Sometimes that can be tough to find, even what your passions are sometimes. And sometimes a lot of times you feel like you have to put a mask on, right? In society, you have to be what you think people expect you to be. which sucks. But so sometimes you wear so many masks, you forget like what's the real authentic face. Right? So
내 모습을 찾기가 두려워
hey
저
Lisa,
빛이 더
what's up?
밝아질수록 내 그림자도
The brighter the light gets, the
길어지는데
longer my shadow
너무
gets.
눈이 부셔 올때
When it's too
뒤를
bright,
볼
can
수
I look back?
있을까 온 세상이 바뀌어가도 아직 나는 그대로인걸 내가 걸어가는 이 길을 꿈꾸던 그때 그대로 내 매일을 춤추던 처음 그 자리에 남아있는걸 But you never know as you're walking your shoes You never know 엉켜버린 내 끈 Cause everybody sees one
That's just the truth. I mean, they're spitting truth right there. I mean, they're not spitting, you know what I'm saying? But you know, people do see what they want to see, and it is easier to judge than to believe in someone. Um, definitely. And you don't know. You don't really know unless you've been in someone's shoes, you know, unless you've been them and been in their position. Everybody's going through things and they've just been places that you don't know, mentally, physically, whatever. So, something to keep in mind. It'll help you, I think, you know, get along with people better, be more patient, be more successful, be more knowledgeable, be more aware, astute, you know, be able to navigate terrain better with people and with your own goals in relation to other people. So,
they wanna see It's easier to judge me than I believe 깊이 숨겼던 낡은 생각들 가끔 나를 자꾸 괴롭히지만 그럴수록 I'm a shine
so yeah, old ideas that you thought maybe old doubts and things that you thought had gone or you overcome, they can come back and they can, you know, try to capture you. And I think she said, bully her. Yeah, that's nice lyrics.
나를 자꾸 괴롭히지만 그럴수록 I'm a shine babe You know they ain't got a shine on me 가라앉으면 안 돼 나도 잘 알아 땅만 보는 채로 날 순 없어 구름
Yeah, you can't fly by just looking at the ground. I think that's self-explanatory what that's trying to say. You can't fly just by looking at the ground. You gotta look up. You gotta face reality. You gotta see what things are and try to do your best to navigate them and to learn about them so you'll be knowledgeable and um you can't just look at the ground. Even though everything you need is on the ground. Play.
보는 채로 날 순 없어 구름 건너편엔 아직 밝은 내가 그려왔던 그림 속에 찢어버린 곳들까지 다 비워내 웃을 수 있게 보기 싫었던 너마저 할래 난 기억해 so I'll be okay 파란 늘 밤만 가득 꽃이 피게 You know I'll always be waiting But you never know as you're walking your shoes You never know 엉켜버린 내 끈 Cause everybody sees what
That's
they
actually
wanna
kind of
see
that's kind of a cool lyric. You never know unless you walk in my shoes. You'll never know my tangled strings. They're referring to the metaphorical shoes and everybody's shoes kind of their strings are tangled, you know, you don't know the specific kind of tangled up situation that all those shoes are in that you've never been in. So that's cool. I never ever noticed that before. That lyric, that connection there.
As you're walking your shoes You never know 엉켜버린 내 끈 Cause everybody sees what they wanna see It's easier to judge me than I believe 깊이 숨겼던 낡은 생각들
Nice
가끔
lyrics, really
나를
nice.
자꾸 괴롭히지만 그럴수록 I'm a shine babe You know they ain't got a shine on me
The more I do, I'm a shine. So the more, yeah, the more experience you gain It's not true that everything that doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I mean, things can completely debilitate and cripple you. It happens all the time. Because this goes back to, everybody's dreams don't come true. But often you can take things and you need experience. You need errors, trials and errors to learn, and you learn more from mistakes than you do successes for the most part, a lot of times. So, yeah, it's good lyrics. How have I not really dug into these lyrics? Yeah, the end of a great song, which I didn't appreciate enough. Wow. Well, if you guys enjoyed, like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Foresight paradigm, fine. A foresight paradigm, I'm foresight paradigm, you fine. A foresight paradigm, I fight for sight.